Actually, before I go any further, all of this content is always provided by you guys. So if you find cool Rivals TikToks out there that you think I'd like, whether they're funny, they're stupid, whatever they might be, please submit them into my Discord. There's a channel for it called Rivals TikToks. My mods go through it, make sure there's nothing that's DMCA or gonna get me banned or anything like that. So this is always completely funded by you guys. And without you, I wouldn't be able to do this section of content because I'd have to find it myself, and it kind of ruins me seeing it for the first time. So if you want me to do more of these in the future, make sure you keep submitting these, and I appreciate you guys for always doing that. Okay, next.
We'll start off with the thing and then...
Wait, what? I know it's just voice actor, but like... What?
After this holiday. I'm a blast at Thanksgiving.
Holy shit. So it says, recording Jeff the Landshark from our Rivals out now. Do you think this is a little teaser? I think that's a little teaser right there. See, that's what I was saying, like, I think they do it on purpose. I really do think they do it on purpose. Okay, next.
So many of the characters are so overpowered and need to be nerfed ASAP. If the Landshark
Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. I know part of it is honeymoon phase. But the more I've played, and I've played a lot, the more I've come to realize that every character being broken in their own separate way is kind of nice. The thing that would make it really bad is if we didn't have hero bans, because things like Hella Hawkeye would dominate every game. But up to Diamond, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but gamers that are below those ranks typically don't have insane mechanical skill to the point where they're just server adminning the entire lobby. Not saying it doesn't happen, but on average, those are typically really high mechanical skilled gamers. Not saying, again, it doesn't happen, just saying on average. That's where shit gets really unfun and people on the higher ranks get really, really mad about balance, right? But hero bans kind of keeps it all together. Because if you don't want to play against those characters, you just kind of, you just ban them. You just ban them and you ban them and you just put them all in one little box, you put them off to the side and you play something else. And like, it creates a whole new meta. I think there's a couple characters like maybe like Hela that could use some like tweaks because they're just so oppressive. But I don't think you actually need to just go nerfing everything. I kind of like their idea of going like where everything's a little broken. Like I've never experienced it really from playing like hyper competitive shooters, but it's fun. I get it. It really kind of becomes skill issue for people that can't deal with it yet, where they get really, really mad. Like Jeff is a good example, right? Like everyone got really mad at Jeff's ult for a little bit, but now people are learning how to play against it and how to dodge it. And it's like, wait, now it doesn't feel that OP anymore. Now it feels okay. You could still, you know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know. It's still early. I'm not like 100% all in on it yet, but I don't really like the idea of like, oh, we need to nerf all these characters right now.
To be nerfed ASAP. If the Landshark specifically has been such a major issue, not a single person wants to choose a support character and everyone spams Spider-Man.
First of all, nobody is spamming Spider-Man.
I got hated. This is a reaction TikTok to that first one. Oh, okay. I wonder if we're probably on the same page.
It's honestly rare that I even see a Spider-Man in my games. Not to mention he's only
I got really so debated
one-on-one scenarios. Otherwise he's getting curb stomped, and that's why nobody actually picks him. And second of all, you said that no one plays support characters, but then you're also saying that people are complaining about Jeff the Landshark when he is literally a support character in the game. And furthermore, if you're complaining about Jeff the Landshark because of his ultimate, when that's literally the only thing that makes him worth playing, that's a skill issue. Because let's be honest.
Wait, wait a minute, we have like the same reaction.
It barely does any damage, and the only time that it probably pisses people off is when he throws them off the map. And be for real, how many times are you actually being swallowed up by Jeff and then thrown off the map for you to actually be annoyed about it? If Jeff didn't have that ultimate,
I have the answer to this, but I'm gonna let him finish.
At all. And I can't stand this whole argument that the characters are overpowered. Do you guys forget that they are literal superheroes? I repeat, they are literal superheroes.
Wait, we agree.
One character that's supreme
over
any of the other ones. Are there
base reaction
that do
vid
more damage? Yes, because they're damage-based characters. Are there characters that take more damage? Yes, because they are tank. tanks, and they are meant to take damage. If
Wait.
you think anybody is overpowered and needs to be nerfed, then just go back to Overwatch. Just being honest.
Wow, holy shit. I will say hella maybe, because like that shit's kind of a little ridiculous. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. Ready? I mean this in the nicest way I can say it. Where there's a trend in gaming, specifically in shorts creation, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. When a new game comes out, there's a big hype cycle, and everyone wants to get in on the hype cycle. And so what happens is, shorts is one of the greatest ways to grow as a creator. Like if you want to become a streamer someday, people come to my stream sometimes and ask me for advice, and I'm typically pretty honest with giving people it in real time. I've never made like a video about it or anything like that, but I have a pretty good idea on how that shit works. And people want to hop on that train. And so one of the best forms is by short form content. And so people will spam out short form content as fast as they can. And unfortunately though, they're sometimes a step behind because they're trying to like copy the format of, oh, this hero really OP. Oh, like you should play these heroes to rank up. Oh, like, you know what I mean? Like they do like the almost like the TikToker accent to try to like get in on it, right? Unfortunately, sometimes they're just not very good at video games. And so like they give the take that it's like mimicked online or what they've read from Twitter or whatever. And like, it's so obvious they're just not very good at it yet. And they just don't understand what they're talking about, that like, it kind of just pisses people off, you know, because they're trying to break into that space. And I respect the effort, you know. That's why you see sometimes a lot of those like pop up like at the beginning of a brand new game where it's like 3 new heroes to play in Marvel Rivals to rank up. Like, and it's like, you know what I'm talking, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you know the format, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, it's a TikTok that you've never seen or shorts creator that you've never seen. And if you go to all their content, all they do is just follow whatever new game that just came out. They just chase the trend, you know? But they never find one and stick with it, because like, that's how you really grow. You got to pick something and you got to become the master of it, and you could become really good at it. You know what I mean? Like, people respect people that are really good at something, even if they don't agree with you. Like if you're very good at something and you have passion for it and you really put in your effort and you stand 10 toes on like, hey, I believe in this and here's my reasoning and I have a lot of credibility because I've been doing this and for years. Even if you disagree with it, it's like, you know what? I don't like your take. I think you're wrong, but I can respect you because you put in so much effort. I can respect you because you're good at what you do. Agree to disagree. So like, there's a lot of things that come on there, but like, that's kind of why you see a lot of these types of videos pop up at the start of new games or popular games.
So right off the bat,
okay. Oh, another tier list.
Anybody who actually like watches this game, Spider-Man's
Yeah.
So right off the bat, anybody who actually like watches this game, Spider-Man.
12-8.
Yes, dude. Spider-Man is undeniably one of the most broken characters in the game. Spider-Man he's unkillable. His ult is basically Reaper ult. He gets it really fast. He has a one-shot combo. You watch any Necro stream, and this guy's like not dying. Moon Knight.
Oh, come on, you got so debated. Oh, you're so debated. You can't. Probably it was probably Necro's beta, China beta stuff, which don't get me wrong, like Necros is insane, but it's come on, like this is why you gotta wait a little bit, wait a little bit. Even my tier list was too early this year. Like I did it because everyone wouldn't stop asking me, and everyone's like, "What is it, Flats? I must know." And I was like, "Okay, good. I'll give my best shot." And I gave my best shot, and like most of it, I think is still good. Like there's some small things I tweak, but like this is why you gotta wait a week or so, because like then you get a better idea of what's going on. Even though Spidey might have been really good before, now it's like way too much effort.
Moon Knight, we got to put Moon Knight in B tier as well. I think Moon Knight is very solid in low elos, but I think when you start getting to like the mid to high elos where people start recognizing that the onks are like kind of like his like.
True, but even in like GM right now, I realize people still get rolled by Moon Knight.
Damage, and they just instantly kill the onks the second you put him down. He's kind of useless. All right, Hawkeye is going to be.
This one's really quiet too.
Hawkeye is second to Spider-Man, one of the best DPS in the game. He one-shots to the head with not requiring Mantis. He has safe disengage abilities with his.
Hawkeye in S and Hela in A is crazy talk.
If the Sonic Arrow is nice for knocking characters out of the air, the explosive arrows are nice for winning close quarters combats. Like Hawkeye literally has every tool available to him for him to win almost every engagement in the game. They're gonna nerf Hawkeye. Yo, spam Hawkeye now and get your free points. You know what I'm saying? Like Hawkeye's broken.
Okay. Yeah, this is just a great example. You gotta wait a little bit.
All right, let's talk about this roll queue nonsense for Marvel Rivals.
Oh, okay.
Because apparently, some people think every game needs to be Overwatch. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. If you're sitting there crying, but we need a roll queue system, let me stop you right there. This isn't Overwatch. And if you want it to be Overwatch so badly, you know where the uninstall button is. But here's the thing. Marvel Rivals is brilliant because of its freedom. The magic comes from combining roles
It's still honeymoon phase, but I agree.
in unique ways. I've won games with 1 Vanguard, 3 Duelists, and 2 Strategists. I've even carried matches with just 1 Strategist. You know why? Because good players adapt. Just because you can't figure out how to make a comp work doesn't mean it's the game's fault. Maybe spend less time demanding role queue and more time learning how to play different characters. You know what role queue would actually do? Ruin the fun. Not everyone is here to sweat and grind like it's the Marvel Rivals League playoffs. Some of us just want to log in, try out some wild comps, and
Everyone hides behind that, but the real answer is queue times. Having super fast queue times all the time is awesome.
enjoy the chaos. Role queue would scare off the casual players who make the game fun and leave us with the people who argue over team comps for 15 minutes before the match even starts. Congrats, you've just made the same mistake like Overwatch. And don't you dare pull the nobody wants to play Vanguard or Strategist card. Newsflash, the other team is playing the same game as you. If your team isn't willing to switch, or if you're too stubborn to switch, then guess what? You deserve to lose. It's called adaptability, not I only play Duelist, I don't play Vanguard or Strategist. Marvel Rivals thrives because it's not Overwatch. It doesn't need role queue, a meta, or some
Well, it's still early.
convoluted matchmaking rules to be fun. It's about freedom, strategy, and trying things that would never work in other games. If you don't like it,
True.
feel free to go back to Overwatch and let Marvel Rivals remain the creative, chaotic masterpiece it was meant to be.
Well, that's why if you saw my early thoughts video, my early thoughts hasn't changed very much on like, I want to see this game go the exact opposite route Overwatch did because I just want to see what happens. I want to see I want to see the possibilities. You know what's funny? There's actually something very interesting about that where people complain about like, oh, nobody wants to play support, nobody wants to play Vanguard. I don't have that problem because I play those. But I also get occasional DPS games because I load into a game and we get 2 support players and we got 2 tank players and I'm like, I'm sort of flexible. I can play other stuff. Like it's okay. Like I got Winter Soldier. And then I got my pocket pick now, Wolverine, if they're a heavy tank comp. I got a couple pocket picks now. So it's like, hey, do your thing. You're good. You're good over there. Play what you need to play. I can fill around you. It's no problem. And so it's made me a better player. It's made me better at the game. And it's like, I feel a lot of people just want to queue up and play, DPS. And that's totally fine. But then you can't get mad at everyone else is also doing the same thing because you're doing it too. I get it though. But I love the queue times. The queue times is the biggest thing.